Lord, this gathering is turning to Thee. These hearts are radiant with Thy love. These minds and spirits are exhilarated by the message of Thy glad tidings. O God, let this American democracy become glorious in spiritual degrees, even as it has aspired to material degrees, and render this just government victorious. Confirm this revered nation to appraise the standard of the oneness of humanity, to promulgate the most great peace, to become thereby most glorious and praiseworthy among all the nations of the world. Oh God, this American nation is worthy of Thy faith and is deserving of Thy mercy. Make it precious and near to Thee through Thy bounty and bestow. It was revealed here on American soil, and it carries the message of Abdul Baha'i to every man, woman and child who has the blessing of living on the American. We have a treasure in the faith, in the work of the beloved guardian. I'm thinking of the word order of Allah, the advent of divine justice. The promised day is come, and God passes by. In addition to the various letters that His inimitable pen had written to national spiritual assemblies in the world. If you want to know the conditions of the world now, today, it's in these books. Concomitant with this approach in study, I would also suggest that we as Baha'is begin to acquaint ourselves with what's going on in the world around us. Not because we want to learn from the world, merely because by reading what's being done today in books that are non-Baha'i, we are more confirmed, we become deepened, our faith is consolidated, and we know for sure that everything that Allah has uttered has come true. In 1868, as an exile and a prisoner in Grenoble, Allah wrote to the rulers and the kings of the world. The major theme of this public declaration of his mission and of his manifestation was one important thing: disarm as soon as possible. At that time, nobody could visualize what it meant. Immediately. And he said, all right, I know you can't put your whole house right in a matter of 2 days, so I give you 100 years. 1968 arrived, and no historian of contemporary times can disagree that 1968 was the beginning of the Great Explosion. Every aspect of human misery in the world today is related. There is a crisis today in the world of values. This world one of his marvelous statements says, "We are the generation of half-light." How true. We come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different languages. Some of us have been Muslims before, Christians, Catholics, Protestants, atheists, whatever. Okay. We come in. It takes time to change. It's very difficult. We come in and then we think, yes, they did it in the church like this, now I'm in Baha'i. We do it the same way. What's the difference? We forget sometimes. This is a new civilization. This is a new culture. We have new terms of reference. This is nothing as the world had ever known. We are newly born. It's a new species of men. Remember, in 1968, when the proclamation was on, and the Universal House of Justice sent a message to every national assembly in the world and published a book for the proclamation of Baha'u'llah, which were the letters to the kings and rulers of the world, in which the House of Justice, on behalf of Baha'u'llah, was telling the world the year of despite is over. They sent also a message saying, ask yourself the question, why did Baha'u'llah subject himself to so much unhappiness and suffering? What does he mean by the new species of man? What are the changes that he has brought into the world? What is this world order that he talks about? The answer to these questions, dear friends, is again in the world order of Baha'u'llah, in the promised days come, in the advent of divine justice, and in God. A father, spiritual father of this community was Abdullah. He unfolded the mission and the responsibility of this community and this nation through the tablets of the divine plan. The mission was given. You know, it was Kipling who said, and he's always quoted out of context really. You know, people usually, when they quote Kipling, they read the following lines: "Oh, east is east and west is west, and never the twain shall meet." And they stop here. And they don't finish the verses. You see, if they do, then they don't quote him out of front. It goes on. Till earth and sky stand presently at God's great judgment seat. But there is neither east nor west, border, no breed, no birth, when two strong men stand face to face, though they come from the ends of the earth. Here tonight, we have two strong men standing face to face. The Iranian wives, with their unblemished record of self-sacrifice, who command a heritage that no other Baha'i community in the world will ever be able to compete with. The tree of the faith, the growth of it, its branches, its fruits, its leaves, received sustenance and life from the blood of the martyrs in Iran. Let's not forget that. And then, here, a vitally vigorous, new, energetic, representing America. Can you imagine what opportunity this is, dear friends, for us to show the world how Allah's message and word can operate? Can you imagine how triumphant and successful and mighty and powerful we will be if these two great traditions were molded together? Yes. The Americans have achieved a great deal in material progress. The Iranians have achieved a great deal in spiritual development and sacrifice. Let's then make spirituality practical and practicality spiritual.